Hello everyone. So today I will show you that regarding the Node.js API that this repo, what is it? Okay, let's start it. Means this repo is regarding the if you are starting working on any project on the Node.js and you have to uh, create some REST API in the Node.js. Okay, but you don't know the what is the standard I can follow. Okay, you have to for that you have to set up all the things from the scratch. It will taking a I think but lots of time. Okay, so for that you can directly pull this repo. Okay, you can clone this repo. Okay, in this repo what is it, I have set up that ESLint for your coding standard. It will enforce you to means code quality assurance it will give. Okay, like if you are not following the proper like somewhere someone using the single quote, somewhere they are using this double quote, so it will follow the or it will enforce you to follow the correct standard. Okay, like some function you have written which is not a which is lots of complexity is there, so then it will restrict that one also. Okay, so this type of the configuration I have done already inside this repo, so you will not be take care about the uh, set up all the things. Okay, Husky also there, like during the commit, if you are doing any commit, then it before commit it will automatically check the that unit test cases and it is proper format or not. If your code is not proper format, not following the proper standard as required, then it will break your means it will exit your process for to the commit. It will give you the error message like you have to first resolve that issue, then after that you can uh, able to commit that code. Okay, also you can write the unit test case if you want. Okay, that for that you have to write the like inside the app folder there is a you if you want to create any unit test case, if you want to write, then you have to create a one folder underscore tests underscore with the file name of the specs.js where you can write the that your unit test case. I am using the jest for that writing the unit test case. Also one more thing, in that you can see in the node.js lots of people using the require and I am using the import. What is it, like I was using that thing is like follow the ES6 that module. Okay, because of sometimes some user is working on the react project and also okay, so they are using the same syntax, import export. Okay, for same they if they are writing the code in a node.js, then they have to some mistake or the like they have to learn the same like if you are using that same syntax in the react and the node, it's a very easy to use. Okay, you don't need to be remembering all the things in a node.js you have to write the require all the things. Okay, so that I have implemented. If you're facing any issue, let me know, after implementing this thing we are getting some issues, so let me know. Okay, you can ask me anytime. Okay, for that you can connect us from that link. Okay, and here I have also you can also generate a code coverage, means how many lines you have written and how many lines of code is covered in that unit test cases. You can also see the report in your local system also. Okay, how you can see, I will show you. Okay, some sample code also there where I have implement JWT authentication and authorization. For that like if you are doing the sign up and sign in, if you are doing the sign in, then you have to require that you got during the sign in you got the some token, and after that token you can use the on the any API. For access any API you have required that JWT token. So that is the JWT, and including registration and login functionality is already there. So means if you want to create some another pages for the like CRUD operation, creating table or like inserting data inside the table, so you can follow that code, like you can copy paste that file and you can just rename that file user registration to like create data or add product Okay, then you have to follow the same standard as follow in the user registration. Okay, now what is it that Sequelize ORM is like a object relationship model, that is like you don't need to be write the SQL query for any time for doing any operation on the SQL. You just you have to just for like if you want to select any table, or you have to want to retrieve any data or any CRUD operation that you are doing in a SQL directly, so you have to just go uh, follow that function. You have to like you can see, if I want to create a user, okay, so I have to run the that SQL query. If I want to write the SQL query, what is it, like insert, I will write the SQL query like insert user, select the user table, and then I will put it the column name, and that put it the value. So you don't need to be take care this all the things. You are just write like user is your table name, and that is create, and you have to write the username is a key and value. Username is your column name, and you are giving the your value. Okay, after that the data is once data is inserted, then you can fetch all the data like find all. Okay, or find all is like a select all. Okay, if you want to select only one user from a table, okay, one row from a table, so you have to write a find one, or you can also add the where condition. How you can do, I will show you. Okay, let's come here. Okay, here you can see, here we are defining the data model. So how this is only before running the this function, you have to first define your model. You have to define like which type of data type of the username. Okay, I will show you. Okay, let's come to the that readme file, how you can set up it. For that setup, you have to just first clone this repo. After then go to that folder, and I recommended use the VS code, and there are some also VS code extensions like docker you can use. I will also list out in the description. Okay, video description, you can check that which is required. Like you have to install first docker. Okay, and also you can use dev container, you can install. Let it so dev container, this is the extension you can install, and ESLint you can install. So this is I recommended to use. How it will help, I will show you. Okay, so okay, after that you have to rename your environment sample file to the environment file, and you can change any configuration as you are required. After that you have to run that docker compose up -d. Okay, and before run like before process this thing, you have to run that docker first in your local system. If you don't have a docker, if you want to run the without docker, then you have to install the node.js and git and MySQL phpMyAdmin in your local system. If you don't want to this doing on local system, because it's taking a lots of manual effort, so for that I have create a one docker file. Here you can see there I have a configure all the thing like that is the container name of that our node application. Okay, that is the db. Here MySQL will run is a phpMyAdmin for the our GUI, that we can interact with the db. Okay, with the our MySQL. Okay, so here you can see environment file. Okay, so uh, here is our environment file, where you can see all the configuration is there, like at which port number our service will work starting. Okay, and here you can see that the host name, this is the root name. Okay, means your username, your db username is the root, and db password you can change anytime if you want. Okay, this your get email id is because of if during the commit you have to configure the get. So I have done all the things here, means it will automatically configure all the things. How it can, let me show you. Okay, so you have to follow this instruction. So after that you have to run this command only. Okay, so let me check this one. Okay, you have to run this docker compose up -d. Wait, so here you can see here all the container is running. Okay, so like this is our node application. Okay, node.js, where our all the code is there. Like let me show you, this is a folder there is a app. Inside the app, this all the complete files that is our in a local system, it is inside the Docker container. You can also because of that's why I have about that that Docker once you install that Docker extension in your VS Code, it will show like this. Okay. um, you can also see the like Docker ps. Okay, Docker ps, then it will show your all the container list here. Okay, that's it about the how to you can set up the Docker container. Okay, means how you can set up your that project in your local and how you can run. Okay, after that you can just follow the instructions same, like you can see, open your browser and go to the like it's showing the 8080. Let me show. I think it's not a 8080. I have a change some configuration here. You can see php my admin is a port number is 8081, so I have to and click on that php my admin 8081. Okay, now you can see this port number 8080 API is working fine. It's showing like this. Here you can see app port number is 8080. That's why it's service running it at 8080. Now I am entering the 8081. It will open directly to the our PHP my admin. So you have to create a database. Like here you can see, you create a new database named with the test DB. You if you have changed something from here, like if you have changed the test db to something else you have defined, then you have to give the same data, you have to create the same database name here. Okay, let's create the database. Once the database is created, okay, after that just go to the step and follow the like you have to run this command. Okay, directly on your cell. Here you can see directly it will open the your inside we are coming inside that Docker container. You can also, if you don't want to run this command here, you can directly right click on this okay that image on node latest and click on the attach cell. It will open the same it will execute on behalf of yours like container. Okay, it can, like here you can run this thing. You can see here is a node model is automatically installed because of it. Here is a setup file setup.sh. In the setup.sh, here you can see first it is trying to configure the git and it's trying to install npm install. Then it will install the one by one all the required dependencies. After that it will check the if the node environment is a development, then it will run the uh, node mon. Okay, let me show you. So like in the script dev, if we and if we are running npm run dev, then it will run the nodemon and that server.js is our main file. Okay, all the things is there. And if and I have also put this line here because if we are getting any error during the starting the container, then what happens sometimes if any error is come, then container is start and suddenly after a second it will automatically close. Okay, so how we can know the what is the issue? Okay, inside the container. So for that you can use this command. Okay, tell minus f. It will keeps the container running. Okay, it will if any error occurring during the running the our docker container, then it will work. Okay, it is working and inside your container you can directly like you can check out the what is the issue, you can troubleshoot. Okay, okay, let's go ahead. What's the our next step? After this you have to run this command npm run syncdb and npm run seed. What is it? It will create automatically create a table and the seed the some data inside the dummy data it will insert. How? Let me show you. Like when we are running this, you can see database sync is complete. Here you can refresh this page. Here you can see all the three tables it comes here and user roles. I think seed is not worked here, that's why seeding data is not be there. Let me check npm run seed again. How you can check out that all the things means what is the command we have to run? No, I think it is running now. Database syncdb and SQLi. Okay, it is completed. I think it's taking a little bit time. Here you can see data is also inserted here. Okay, how it is working. Okay, so for that you can see here is the one command like okay, there is a one folder with the name of seeder. Here you can see you can create a your seeder file. Okay, if you want to create any seeder file you have to put it here. Okay, how you can create own seeder file. Okay, for that if you want to create your own seeder file you have to check out here generate seed. You have to run npm run generate seed. Okay, and enter it. Now it will create it automatically a one file. Okay, here you can see demo user. You can also create a add product. Okay, add product, it's your seeder file name, and you can accordingly you can change this all the files. Okay, first you have to know about that ORM, how it is working, and how you can create that all the things. It's a very simple. You not take too much take care everything. It will automatically do. After that file you have mentioned all the things. Okay, and for that I okay, after that you have to run only npm run seed. Then it will automatically check out all the files inside the seeder folder and it will upload all the things here. Okay, let's okay, this is about the how you can set up and how it will run. Here you can see uh, database is up, service is up. Okay, let me check. Okay, 80 here you can see its services app. Okay, how I can know the how many API is already there. For that you can check out this documentation. Okay, so these are the endpoints is already there, like API auth sign up. Here you can, where you have to pass that username, okay, email, and that role. If you want to pass the role as a, like in the DB you can see there is a two role, users and admin. You have to pass that role, and according once the user is sign up, then it will, you can directly log in at the sign in endpoint. After sign in endpoint it will return the return your that token. I think it is not there. I will update this documentation. Okay, then response will be there. Okay, after that you can test all the API, like if the user is login, then it without login means if you are pass. For that if you want to log in that fetch all the data, you have to pass that token, all the things. Like how you can pass the token, you have to first pass as access token. This is how you have to pass in the header, and you have to, like, when you get sign in, you got the token, that token you have to pass in the header like this. Okay, you can use like this. Let me show you one inside the code. So for that if you want to create on this is our main file. Okay, your main file there you have to nothing to change. Okay, you have to, like, if you want to create your new API endpoint, you have to just go that routes folder and go to that index file. Here also you have to nothing to change. Here you can see here everything we have, we are importing the router, all the routers is available inside here. We are importing. Like here you can see this is our first endpoint. It's a simple endpoint where if we are hitting this, it will show the welcome VitableTech application. Like you can see here, I think where we have opened that point, here you can see. Okay, it is showing like welcome to VitableTech. If you are doing any changes here, it will reflect it directly here. Okay, so because of node 1 is running in the background, that's why it's reloading automatically. No need to be restart your server. I think you are working in a node.js, so you have to having some knowledge, basic knowledge of the about the node.js. Okay, after that you have to, like, this is our user routes and this is our auth routes. Here we have defined our endpoint. This is, we have defined our middleware, and this is after the middleware run, then we are calling that controller function. Okay, so you have to just follow same standard. Like if you want to create any API endpoint, you have to first create a one file. Like let me show you, like add product, product dot routes dot js. Okay, inside here you have to define all the things like this, copy, and here you have to paste. And middleware, you can create your middleware here, like before access your API endpoint, like API auth, like add product. Okay, before a access this endpoint, you have to pass the your token and required things which you want. Then you can put your middleware here, and you can directly call your function. For that function, you have to go to your controller, and you have to create that write your function here. Okay, your controller. Okay, this is about thing. And let's it's an important part of your that model. Okay, like how like you have created a that db. If you want to create a one table inside the dash db, so you have to just create a first create a one like so let if you want to add some product, so you need a product table. So you have to create a one file inside the model is a product. Then you have to give the your table name, like it's a product, and your product id and product name. You can define product name. Okay, here you can see here in a username, email and password is there. Okay, but inside here you can see id and created, add and updated, automatically created. How? Because of it's by the Sequelize. Okay, it's the ORM functionality. You can also uh, if you don't want to this two columns, then you can also forcefully you can deny that no need to, you have to pass in something here, return something false, you timestamp false, you have to add as a key in that object. For that you have to read out that Sequelize. Okay, this documentation file. Okay, where we have like in the product you have to define all the things. Once you have to once you have created this thing, you have to again run that package.json. You have to run that npm run and syncdb, so it will create a that table automatically inside. If it will check, it will check the is table is exists in the db or not. If it is not, then it will create the table inside here. Okay, so after that this once the model is created, you have to go inside that index file. You have to import that product model inside here, and you have to use here once like it's a create role model. I am taking the product model. Okay, you can give any name what you want. Okay, product, and I create product table, and you have to define product, uh, create product table, and you have to pass this thing. What is it? It is we are passing the some connections and required data type like Sequelize things here inside that model. Okay, so we are so here we are using that data type, like data type. What is data type? Is a string and number you can define here. Okay, okay, once that things a model is completed, then how you can use like auth. I think inside your controller you have to use like in the auth use, this is my auth controller. Or you can create your product controller. You have to import that db first, like we are importing db. Okay, after that we are fetching the table name. Okay, like here we are using the two table, users and role. But in our case, like in your case, like if you want to use the product table, then you have to write the product and your product name, table name. What you have defined the key inside, like index, you have defined product as a key. So you have to define that here. Okay, if key is okay, then you can use that table like product dot create. If you want to find only one record, then you can use like product dot find one, and you can find give the your condition. If you want to run giving the, you can also uh, give the array as a array also. You can provide like if you want to use, then you can use like if you want to want like uh, run run up where condition on the in where in. Okay, like this in a SQL query, then you can use like here also. I am passing here attribute, like I am selecting because of in this table maybe a 10 to 12 or 20 column is there, but I want to only one column. then you have to define attribute and you can define the column here. If you define want a multiple column, then you can define like this. Okay, so this is about the how you can use that model. Once the model is created, then how you can use. Okay, you can find here, you can set here, there is lots of things you can use. Follow the what is the where, how many function is there for doing the all the operation on the SQL. You can read out this. Okay, so I think you got that all the information about that how it is working. Okay, how it will help you. Let me know if you got any issue, I will be there. Okay, for that one more thing, you can write the test cases here, and once the test case is done, it will show you the code coverage. Like here, once the how you can run the that test cases. Let me show you here. For run the test cases, you have to run the npm run test, then it will check your, and let me show you once, npm run test. Okay, then it will check how many unit test cases you have written and it is working fine or not. Okay, I think all the test cases. Okay, now you can see I have written 2 unit test cases and both are passed. Okay, if I want to check the code coverage, how many lines of code coverage is there, so I just run the npm run and test coverage, npm wait npm run test coverage, then it will show the r. Okay, it will generate the code coverage. Here you can see it is generated, and once you click on live server, you can install that one software extension, live server. Okay, after that you have to click that go live, and it will open here. Go to that coverage folder, here icop report, here you can see. Okay, so in this file there is a only 13.7% is covered. You can click on this file, click on this, here you can see 66% only covered. Okay, this red line highlight that this function not covered in a unit test case. Similarly, you can see this unit test case is red is highlighted that you have not written anything as in a unit test case. Okay, so that's it about the unit test case and how you can generate the. I think I've covered lots of things. If I miss something, you can ask me anytime, anything. Okay, thank you.